here's the entrance, Lincoln State Park. There's the office and information center. And there's where you pay your money. There's the prices. That doesn't show the camping fees. So here's the camp store down here right by the lake. They've got a little Friends of Lincoln library. And of course it's closed, it's early still, but they've got all your typical camp store stuff. Souvenirs and things you might need. But we'll go around back and check out the lake. They have lots of hiking trails around here. They go all around the campground, all around the lake. I don't know if you can see them out there. The sun's pretty bright. I'm going to go around the building so the sun's not in our face and show the empty reservoir. So there's the beach to the empty lake. I think they closed this on July 7th to work on the dam. And you can see there's a little mini excavator over there working on the dam. Not sure what they're doing, but they're doing something. But big empty reservoir. There's a dock over on the other side. Not sure, must be trails. Yeah, there's a little bridge over a spillway over there. Neat little park. Alright, let's go check out the national park across the road. This is right behind our campsite at the Lincoln Boyhood Home State Park. I think it's called Gobbler's Knob. A lot of Halloween stuff going on here. The whole park is full of stuff. I'll try to go walk up and down and check some things out. Got a spaceship right next to us. Pretty neat. There's a little bit of the lake. They've got it drained. They're doing repairs to the dam. We'll go around by the general store, and get some more video. Quick video of the bathhouses. Of course, I'm coming with the sun in the back, like usual. But they're just pretty basic. They're old school, push button. Make sure nobody's in there. Then you walk in, there's sinks, push button, a couple toilets, urinals, hand dryers. Showers are clean. It's the push button. So you push the button and then it ends up turning off on you. So if the water's hot and it's clean, no heat in here that I can tell. We got the windows open, but it's not bad. It's decent. $26 plus $9 fee to get into the park. They have some picnic grounds. Looks like some playground equipment for the kids. Most of the Halloween stuff is deflated this morning, but there's still a lot of it up. I have some stills I'll add, but you can look down there and way down there. But the whole place, everybody went all out. I think they might have a fall fest that they're doing. And of course, there's Old Glory. A quick shot of the Bicentennial Plaza that's here in the state park. I didn't realize this was still part of the park, the state park. The trail comes up. There's a bathhouse and lots of hiking trails. And somebody planted some chestnut trees. But I thought, let's go check this out real quick. Lincoln, great Republican president. Everybody should know his story. I don't know how much of that's legible. I have to pause it and zoom in. There's a bunch to read here. We'll start over here at 1816. All right, 1816. Telling the story. Go to the next one. So you might have to pause these to read them. Walk around. If you don't know Lincoln's story, you should learn it. Say, great Republican president. It's the biggest reason why we ended slavery. Here we are, 1830. Walk around. There's a couple little ones here too. Well, that's right. This is LaRue. Was where he was born. So when you Google Abraham Lincoln Boyhood Home, Kentucky pops up also. All right. Oh, wow. Gettysburg Address. I don't know how well you can read that. There's the man himself. I don't know if you can read that. It's there. Alright, head off over to the national park. Alright, we're at the national park now. See what they have. Might be too early, they might be closed. And here's the building from the parking lot. We'll go wander around and see what's written on the walls. Go across the street and see what that plaque says. Here's the building. Try to stay close so I don't get the sun in the background. Some of the sculpture work in the walls. can read that. It says, "And having thus chosen our course without guile and with pure purpose, let us renew our trust in God." So anybody that says that the United States is not a Christian nation, they are kidding themselves. That says, "To do all which may achieve and cherish a just and lasting peace among ourselves and with all nations." That one's fitting. Just yesterday, Trump signed the peace deal with Israel and Hamas and all the Middle East. Stop the war over there. Hopefully that continues. That one says, "Labor is the great source from which nearly all, if not all, human comforts and necessities are drawn." That one says, "Surely each man has as strong a motive now to preserve our liberties as each had then to establish them." Also another fitting one being that AI is racing to the forefront, and we are losing liberties every day that AI comes closer to fruition. Here this says, "And now he belongs to the ages, and that government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish from the earth." That one, "We must not be enemies, though passion may have strained it, must not break our bonds or affection." Here we are. "It will have been proved that among free men there can be no successful appeal from the ballot to the bullet." Peaceful revolution. After the killing of Charlie Kirk, we need to remind people that we need to vote with our ballots, not with our bullets. Stop the radical terrorists in our country. That one is hard to read. It says, "Have faith that right makes might, and in that faith let us to the end dare to do our duty as we understand it." Here he is in Washington, 1861 to 1865. "I hold that, in contemplation of universal law and of the Constitution, the union of these states is perpetual." I hope so. We're in some strife right now in America. We have cities like Portland that are allowing radicals to run rampant. The police department are actually arresting people that are getting assaulted by Antifa, not the assaulters. That puts a strain on the union of these states. Basically, you have states causing an insurrection. Illinois is doing the same thing, not abiding by federal laws that were passed by Congress, have been in the books for decades. So I pray for our country. Pray it stays peaceful. Let's go check out this other little sign here. This may be due to the government shutdown, fighting over a continuing resolution on spending. One party is trying to hold the continuing resolution because they want to continue to give tax breaks to wealthy people with the ACA, and also use money to pay for illegal aliens to get health care in the U.S. Crazy times. Hopefully enough people will wake up, get out and vote, make a difference. Looks like there should be a flag on the flagpole. Once again, we're in the middle of a government shutdown. Democrats are holding the country hostage in order to fund subsidies for wealthy Americans to get health care. We'll see what happens.